Hello friends, in this video I will show you how to create an animation like this in Sketchweb. So here I have a ball which is moving continuously in this box, and in this I can change the speed of the ball, I can change the color of the ball, and I can also change the radius of the ball, and I can reset the ball. So let's begin. Here in Sketchware I have this linear layout for which I have set ID to box view and I have set the padding to 0. Padding is 0 here, and I have set background color to yellow. In sound manager I have added this sound bounce underscore sound. This is the sound bounce underscore sound I have used. In Java or Kotlin manager I have added this bouncing ball view.java. So this is a class Java class file which extends view, so it is a kind of view. There are several variables in this which are my paint, which will be used for drawing the ball, sound pool for playing the sound, sound ID is also for playing the sound, is loaded means whether sound is loaded or not, so initially it is false. Direction X and direction Y are 1. Okay, 1 means for X it is moving right, and for Y means moving down, and -1 means direction X -1 moving left, and -1 direction Y is moving up. Speed, initial speed 4, initial radius 30, distance X and distance Y. This distance X and distance Y will be the center of the ball. So initially it is set to 30, which is the radius of the ball. So this means ball will be at top left corner. Time X and time Y are 0 initially. View width and view height are 0 here, but it is defined in this constructor. So I have these two constructors. One is bouncing ball view context. This can be used to define the view programmatically. Okay, we only have to add the context. New bouncing ball view this or main activity dot this, that will create this view, and it contains init context. Init context means initialization, and in this initialization I define my paint, set its style to fill, set color to red, and initialize sound pool. Okay, and this is the second constructor which contains context and attribute sets, and here also it contains init context, which means this initialization. So this initialization contains this method initialize sound pool. In initialize sound pool I define audio attributes using usage game and content type sonification. Okay, and after this I define the sound pool using maxstream and this audio attributes. After this I load the sound file in this sound ID. So this is the sound file which I load, r.raw.bounce underscore sound. Bounce underscore sound is name of the sound file. Okay, and then I set on click on load complete listener for the sound pool. So when the sound pool sound is loaded, I set is loaded to true. Okay, if status is equal to 0, I set is loaded to true. Okay, and after this there is play sound. So if play sound means if the sound is loaded, then sound pool dot play the sound ID. Okay, these are the parameters: sound ID, left volume, right volume, priority, loop, and rate. So this code is used to play the sound. So all this initialize sound pool is used in the initialization. So after initialization, next step will be the onDraw method. So in onDraw method, I define view width and view height as the width and height of the view. Then I get the canvas of this view, and on this I draw the circle with the center point at distance X and distance Y. This is the X and Y axis point of the center of the circle. So initially it is 30 and radius is 30. My paint is used to draw this. So for my paint the style is fill and color is red, so the circle will be red color. After that I calculate new position and invalidate. So it will calculate the new position and invalidate. Invalidate means redraw it. Means all this thing will be executed once again, and once again it will invalidate. So it will continuously keep drawing by calculating a new position. Now we will have a look at the calculate new position. So here, if distance x is greater than view width minus radius, which means ball is touching the right side of the screen, right side of the view or right border of the view, then I change the direction. I change direction, set direction x to -1, which means ball should move left now, and set time x to 0 and play the sound of collision. Okay, and if it is opposite, if distance x is less than radius, so ball is hitting the the left wall, then I set time x to 0 and direction x to 1. So ball direction x1 means ball will move to right side and play the sound, and then I increase the time. After increasing the time, I calculate the distance. Okay, so when the time increases, the distance will change according to the speed. Speed is equal to distance upon time. Distance is equal to speed into time. Okay, so first we'll have a look at this. If direction x is 1, the direction x is 1 means distance, the ball is moving towards right side. So distance x will be radius plus speed into time. Okay, ball is moving towards right side, so it will be speed into time. And if ball is moving to opposite side, direction is -1, then distance x will be view width minus radius minus speed into time. Okay, similarly the code is same for the y-axis. If direction y is greater than view height minus radius, means ball is hitting the bottom of the bottom wall of the view, then time y is set to 0 and direction y is set to -1, which means ball should move up now and play the sound. And if it is opposite, if distance y is less than radius, ball hitting the top wall, then time by 0 and direction by 1 and play the sound, and then increase time by 2 by 1, time by plus plus. So if the direction y is -1, which means ball is moving up, then distance y is equal to view height minus radius minus speed into time y. And if the ball is moving down, means direction y is equal to 1, then distance y is equal to radius plus speed into time. Okay, so this is the new position. New position means this distance x and distance y, these are the new position. And after this, the next code is invalidate. So the invalidate means all this code will be executed again, and this ball will be drawn at this new distance x and distance y. Okay, and then it will again calculate new position and it will continuously be going on. So that's all here. Now after this, I have this new these methods like set ball position. I have not used it in the code, but we can set the x and y, which means the center of the ball, as the new position. Then I have set ball speed. So here this speed is set to speed of the ball, and after changing the speed, since we have changed the speed and the distance, if we want the ball to be at same distance at that time when we are changing, then we have to change the time. So that's why I change time here. Time is equal to distance divided by speed. So if direction x is -1, the distance will be view width minus radius minus distance x. And if direction x is equal to 1, then distance will be distance x minus radius. Okay, similarly for the y, time, we define the time by using this code. Okay, next is setting the ball radius. So I set the radius to whatever new radius the user specifies, and then to adjust the current position of the ball, I use this code, and invalidate means it will redraw. Then set ball color. I set the color of the my paint and invalidate. So draw using the new color. And in reset ball, I set speed, radius, then color, distance x, distance y, direction x, direction y, and time x, time y to the initial settings, and then I redraw it. Okay, and on detach from window, I release the sound pool and set it to null. So that's all in this code of bouncing ball view. Now how to use it? We have to convert this layout to here com.my.animation is my package name of the app. So first you have to write package name of your app and then dot and then bouncing ball view or any other name which you have set for this view class. Here I have these three spinners: spinner speed, spinner color, spinner radius, and I have this button one which is for reset. Here I have a number variable n and three list string speeds, colors, radii, and for speeds I add numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, it starts at 1, repeats 10 times, and each time increases by 1. Similarly, for radii, I add numbers from 10 to 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, like that till 100. And then I display them in spinner speed and spinner radii. Set the initial selection of spinner speed to 3, which means the fourth position, which is the speed of 4. Okay, and for the radii I set it to 2, which means radii of 30, third position. 10, 20, 30, third position is 30. Okay, for colors I add 5 colors: red, green, blue, black and white, and display them in spinner color. Now when these buttons are clicked, when item is selected from spinner radius, then I set the ball radius to integer dot value of radii dot get position. Similarly, for speed, I set the ball speed to integer dot value of speeds dot get position. For colors, it is a bit different. First, I have to add all the colors to a list or array. Here I have int array called ball underscore colors, which contains all these colors: color dot red, color dot green, blue, black and white. So all these are ints. Okay, color dot red is an int. It is not a string. Okay, so to display it, now from ball underscore colors I get the position and set it as the ball color. And in this reset button I use this box view dot reset ball, and for spinner I set selection to the initial selections: speed 3 at speed selection 3, spinner color selection 0, and spinner radius selection 2. Okay, that's all here in coding part. This is the result. Thank you very much for watching this.